which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I need a motion to adjourn to executive session for a few minutes.
So.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we'll be back in about 5 or 10
We don't
minutes.
have to move.
Should I set my timer? How do we get one of those phone books?
Good. Yep.
Your parents do this.
I don't know. I'm hopeful.
So I. Work.
So you went before Anna?
Yeah.
Okay, so which one sign it,
I
right?
just signed in.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Yeah.
You go first and then I'll.
So it's good to.
Use our time wisely.
Oh, you already logged into, or I already logged into Windows, so yeah,
Yeah.
just
Oh, I'm already there.
add a new one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Give them 10 minutes, then go knock on their door.
You know, as I get
Some
older, I
days
get worse
it's
and worse
like-
with these captions.
Yeah.
I think I might be a robot.
I am.
Yeah.
So you're trying to sign in as your SCSD self, because you're not doing it. I'm just trying to save you.
Because I put that, it's usually.
You have to do it.
Thank you.
Oh, right, it's gotta be at SCSD.
That was quick.
Nope, I was just the door.
We're still thinking.
It's
The only
extra
bad
safe.
part about having a driver still, I live on cul-de-sac. The guy shows up 10:07. No, he didn't block, luckily, he didn't block any, but the noise was tremendous.
Oh, we started right at.
Oh, yeah.
Grinding up the old, oh.
I'm glad I was there because he goes, you had nothing for a driveway. He goes, you didn't even have an inch. I watched it.
Oh.
It was, I've never had it done before, and I'm the second owner of the house, an inch of blacktop, that's all, and nothing underneath the inch of blacktop. I should have
How
taken
long did you
pictures.
have it before you actually?
I've been there for 52 years.
Are you kidding me? You did great.
Yeah.
Inches.
Yeah.
That's
You
crazy.
got that right. I think what might have helped me, I got a small incline.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so water was going up.
My wife wasn't happy. He said he was gonna come at 6:30, he showed up at 10:07.
So he, put in stone and.
Oh, yeah.
And.
All of them had the same pitch.
Yeah.
Every one of them, it was, the only thing that was different was their prices.
Yeah. It's amazing too, you get a wide range of prices for something.
I got, one was $3,300 more than the lowest bid. 3,300.
I had to get garage doors and all that.
Maybe I'm gonna do this for a second, line up behind you and then I'll.
Couple thousand different.
And the guy I got, if it wasn't for him having a sign across the street from St. Peter's Church, I would have never got him. Now, everybody else, they have signs out, this out, that out. That's how I got them.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that. Sign, have two signs at the same time.
Mhm.
Look at that.
One of us is the tech guy.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll consult with him.
Wow, that was good.
You'll have to show me how.
On your phone, guys.
I need a motion to reconvene into regular session.
So
Wait a minute, wait, stragglers.
Done.
I just look at that.
That's the other guy.
The rest
Got
of
lost on the way.
Let's go.
And now can I have a motion to reconvene into regular session?
So,
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, next on our agenda is Ms. McMullen, our agriculture and FFA program update.
I also have figured it out with me to represent the staff. So we just wanted to give you kind of a year in review, what's been going on at the agriculture program. We served 107 students this year. 68 of those were seventh graders, and the rest were high schoolers. The other 35 were high schoolers. Our seventh grade exploring ag class studied a variety of topics, from plants to animals, food we eat. In this picture, Mr. C is teaching the seventh graders how to tie a farmer's hitch knot, which is a quick release knot for tying animals. Finley, what was your favorite part of your class?
I wanted to see how we grow them. I never knew that some plants existed. Like one of the plants smelled like a dead dog body that was every 7 years, and it's very rare to find. I thought that was very cool because like learning about like the earth, how we can validate and use this is very important.
So it's interesting that you picked that because most kids would say eating pickles. Because we made pickles and ate pickles too. Our animal science class learned a variety of things and culminated with a year-long project. So in every unit, from careers to reproduction to animal behavior, they had a piece to put into a year-long portfolio. In these pictures, we have some students dissecting a chicken wing in practice for our fetal pig dissection. And they also learned how to give subcutaneous injections and intramuscular injections in an orange, not in a living animal. Our natural resources and ecology classes also had a year-long project covering conservation, air quality, flora, fauna, and they chose an ecosystem, and they studied that ecosystem all year long. Each one had a different ecosystem, so it was interesting to see the differences between Alaska and Hawaii and Florida and the Adirondacks. They learned slope, which is one of my favorite lessons to teach because kids are like, oh, it's not just a triangle on a map sheet. It's actually something we can use in real life. And if they ever own their own home or need to put in a driveway, learning how to measure slope is going to be important to them. We also studied the greenhouse effect in the second picture. My introduction to ag students studied history of agriculture careers, a little bit about each of the different types of agriculture, kind of a general agricultural study class. We also went to Mechanicville to the wool scouring plant called Clean Fleece, and it's a plant that cleans and scours wool from the raw stage so that when it goes back to the manufacturers of the yarn, it's clean. That's the longest process, the hardest process for wool mills to do on their own. It takes the longest amount of time, so they send them here kind of as a pre-step to when they mill the wool into yarn. So my animal science class, intro to ag class, both went on this field trip. And the biggest project the introduction to ag class did was they created our first annual elementary ag fair. So we had stations set up. We had I brought some of my sheep in. They learned about different specimens of wild animals, and we had some skulls and bones for them to look at. And Christian did a great job teaching them how to plant seeds in the garden. We were also able, through a donation from Cooperative Extension and the seed company over in Cambridge, we were able to give all of our almost 500 elementary students an entire garden's worth of seed for them to take home and plant at home. So that was pretty exciting for them to be able to have something to take home with them. We hope that we'll have some more stations next year. And then I'm gonna let Finley talk about what we did in FFA.
So first we went to
Ignite.
Ignite.
So
It
on the
was-
top left there.
in the top left, it was the first convention I went to as an FFA student. It was really interesting to see how they introduced me into the program. Like, I was just new and I barely knew where I was going. They had a really good introduction, and those two are like the treasurer and vice president.
The state treasurer and vice president.
They took the time to teach these middle school students who I don't even think some of them actually wanted to go, to like teach them what it means to be an FFA chapter student. And we went to, and then the club events.
Yeah.
Is that the next one?
Well, we did this in the fall.
Yeah, that's all. Okay. So we had many donations from like farmers all over our town who wanted this FFA chapter to be at Stillwater for their kids to learn how important farming is. So this is one of like this is so long ago.
So in October,
In October, yes.
yeah, Fieldridge Farms.
Silver's Farms donated these pumpkins, and we had this event where we just like we ate some food and we definitely decorated pumpkins. And a lot of people have came to this this club meeting just to like do all this and learn about like what it means to be a farmer. And
The state convention.
Yeah, the state convention. Four people went. One of them was my friend Elise. We didn't know what we were getting into in the beginning. She didn't even know what we were supposed to do, but at the end we had so much fun. We got to learn about so many like farms. We actually took a trivia test on like farmer designs and like equipment, and it was very unbelievable like what they use. Like I saw a corn shredder and it did not look like a corn shredder. So and then at the end we got our charter and it was amazing.
Yep, so they got to go up on stage in front of thousands of people at the state convention and receive the charter for our first ever Stillwater FFA chapter. And just a couple of things that are coming up. We've got Intro to Ag and Animal Science for our high school students this year. We're going to continue with the 7th graders every other day for half a year, and then the 8th graders are going to get to continue at the ag they started this year as 7th graders, and I will see them every other day for the entire year. We're working towards a CTE endorsement for our agriculture program. So that means having some developed ag pathways for our students. They will get a diploma endorsement, just like they would if they went to BOCES for a technical program. And it will also include some college articulation. So they'll be able to get college credit for some of their high school ag classes. And then our FFA chapter will be doing summer gardening in the courtyard. We started a garden there. So we'll be there once a week. On July 11th, we're going to be representing Stillwater FFA at the History Festival at the Washington County Fairgrounds. I'll be bringing my sheep, and the students will be in the FFA building talking to the public about the animals that are there. Some of our students may participate in state fair opportunities at the end of the summer, and then beginning of next year, we are planning an FFA family night just to introduce the families to FFA and what opportunities it has for students. Any questions? You did a great job.
This
I'd
is
like to
great.
say, Ms. McMullen, we were fortunate enough for her to actually fall on our lap
after, thank you guys for supporting this endeavor, our ACT program, and actually creating an FFA chapter. Most of our meetings, Ms. McMullen educated myself and two of the principals, because it was kind of the middle school, high school. So she knew where to go, what to do, how to do things, and every couple of weeks I get an email, we're doing this, I'm going here, we have this, oh, we got this grant. So it's more than, self-funding, at least, for now. So she knows all the ins and the outs. We appreciate that very much. You've done a great job.
Yes, I think this is very awesome. Thank you so much for your presentation. Okay. Next, we have the STA update.
Thank you again for giving us the chance to update you on all the fantastic things we're doing across the district. Let's see. Kindergarten teacher, Miss Guptill, has older elementary siblings come in to read her class. This was the month of May, but it was after I talked to you last time. So I want to share this with you. Both the older and younger students really enjoy this, so it's a lot of fun. Our elementary art teacher, Miss Evil, shared some cool photos of art room happenings with me, including in that bottom right corner. Those are paper art weavings that are done by our third grade students. That's currently on display at the Stillwater Public Library. So if you have a chance to get to the library, you can check that out there. Let's see, Miss Schutte shared with me some photos of her fourth grade students working on creative math review. They are doing problem solving using number sense, measuring angles, symmetry, and multiple operations practice. And she is not here tonight, but I know she would want me to tell you that you are always welcome to brush up on your math skills in her classroom. There is always an open invitation to go and visit with her. Apparently she will also teach you things with cards. She also shared with me the fourth grade went to the Saratoga National Historical Park. I believe this was in June to learn about one of the most important events in our local history. We have been talking a lot about this year's crossover things between buildings. And one of the events I always really look forward to, just myself personally, is when the current fifth grade students come over here to check out the middle school and they meet some of the folks that they will see over here the next year. And it's a really great collaboration between buildings. Our middle school guidance counselor, Ms. Geary, works with the fifth grade team and works with the administration in the middle school to schedule everything, which I'm sure is a full task. And then they come over and they sit in the auditorium and a whole parade of people come in and introduce themselves, all the counselors and I come down and the nurse comes down and they just get to meet all the people that kind of are the teachers that they get to see. And this year got even a little bit crazier because it was supposed to happen on one day and then we rescheduled mission day because it was really hot, so we switched days and everything was just a little bit nuttier than usual. So everybody involved is like a total rock star, so everything, just went off and it was fine. But I always love to come down and meet them because it's nice just to get a chance to see who they are, that kind of thing. But this year was really cool because I've had a chance to go over and hang out with them a bunch of times already. And I came in and they were like, oh, hi! Like they already knew who I was. So that was kind of fun. They did not remember my name, but they were like, yeah, you're the library person. Yeah. So that was kind of fun. It's nice for them to already have a friendly face. And then they always kind of look at me like when I say, and now I'll be your librarian until you graduate. And they're like, so that's always kind of fun. Another transition thing that's happening, our counselor, Amanda Diallo, is our 9th grade transition coordinator. And this year, as part of that big switch from middle school to high school, she has recruited 40 upperclassmen who are volunteering to be freshman buddies to our incoming 9th graders. That allows every incoming 9th grade student next year to be paired with an upperclassman buddy who will mentor them and show them around the building during freshman orientation and the first few weeks of school. She's super excited about that, and we hope it's going to be a big success. I will not speak Spanish for you because it has been a hot second since I personally did any Spanish, but we had really good Spanish information. Señorita Ramirez's 8th grade Spanish 1 students achieved 100% passing on the Checkpoint A exam, 57% of them got mastery level, and Senora Whitford's high school Spanish students also had 100% passing on the checkpoint B, with 80% reaching mastery level score. I'm so glad I did not have to do any of that in Spanish myself. It took 5 years, don't remember. I do have something really cool to show you, and I was kind of hoping Adrienne was going to be here, but she's not, so we'll ooh and ah in her absence. This is the AP Bio final project. They took their AP Bio final exam, which, their AP exam, which is very difficult. And then when they were done, Ms. Robinson gave them this final project, and they had to write and illustrate their own science picture book. And so they came to the library, they borrowed a bunch of science-related picture books, and they took a look at them, and then they had to write their own. And they could, if they wanted to, use some AI for the illustrations, but they had to write their own book. And there were criteria. They had to have 22 pages. They had to use 15 vocabulary words that they had used throughout the course of the year. And I brought you a couple to look at, and one of them was Adrienne's, who was one of your student board members, so I was kind of hoping she'd be here so we could show off her stuff and look at. But hers is really, really cool. So these are some of them. They then presented them to their class and read them aloud, and they had a really good time doing that. They did really cool work. So I'll send them around for you. In 10th grade, Mrs. Eggleston's Regent students researched an event or time period that was 20 plus years in the past. Based on this research, they created their own pieces of fiction. It does pay me to say that they call this historical fiction when we went and visited their classroom. And the student I was talking to was talking about the year I graduated high school, which was before Mr. Kavanaugh was born. These stories ranged from the Industrial Revolution to Woodstock. Some were political, and other students researched sporting events. They were really enjoyable to read, according to Mrs. Eggleston. I didn't read them. She is very proud of their students' hard work and creativity. The Algebra 2 classroom was transformed into a treasure trove for 3 weeks, leading up to the new Regents exam. Students were setting sail for success. Captain Kim Cook pushed her students to be the finest crew in the school. She ran a high-stakes pirate review in the classroom each day. Gold, tattoos, and riches awaited those who worked hard. Students earned gold coins and tattoos for completing tasks in the treasure review packet. Once they earned 10 doubloons, they traded them in for 100%, and their name was added to the classroom treasure map. But the real prize was the coveted pirate hat and pirate medallion, which were strictly reserved for the select few who impressed the captain with something truly remarkable. Those students who were awarded the hat or medallion got a chance to wear them for 24 hours, and they were extremely proud to wear them. They say that there were several pirates walking the halls of school the last few weeks. They were. And they were often congratulated with a Heidi "Arr" or "well done, matey," as they passed by. There was, in fact, some pirate talk in the library. I can speak to that for sure. More pirate news. The chemistry Regents exam was administered this morning, and Mr. McClements is prepared to walk to Lake George this Saturday, depending on the results. Every year, he challenges the cohort to earn 3 or more 100% scores on the Chem Regents. If they succeed, he vows to walk to Lake George and play mini golf at the Pirates Cove with anyone who chooses to come. We don't know the results yet. Probably if you want to play mini golf with him on Saturday, you could walk there too. You might be able to drive. He may still play with you if you drive there. This challenge has been met twice. We're hoping for 3 during his 26-year tenure. So we will find out. This year also, per usual, Stillwater representation to the Chemistry Olympiad, an international chemistry competition started back in 1984. This year, 8 students attended the contest at Skidmore College with their chemistry Sherpa, also Mr. McClements. After the competition, students were given a tour of Skidmore's chemistry facilities and a talk about some of the research happening there. In further Mr. McClements news, 5 student athletes represented Stillwater in Section 2 at the New York State Track and Field Championships earlier this month. These are them. Speaking of crossovers, though, this is them after they visited the elementary school, and the elementary school students gave them signs to wish them luck, which were absolutely adorable. So I'm sure there are fabulous pictures of these people doing wonderful track things, but this one's not mine. Brooke Kuhn took 10th in the state, Class C, in the 400-meter dash and set a new school record, which was formerly held by her as well. The new record is 58.77 seconds. She will compete for the Albany College of Pharmacy in the fall. Tim Oliver took 8th in the state in the 3,000-meter steeplechase. He is the current school record holder in this race with a time of 9 minutes and 54 seconds. He will compete at the D1 level in cross country, indoor track, and outdoor track, and apparently will also have time to work on his engineering major at the same time at Canisius College. The girls 4x400 meter relay team of Brooke Kuhn, Bridget Kuhn, Finley Bort, and Olivia Armstrong placed 10th in the state and set a new school record of 4:06:54. Previous record was set in 2018 by Sheehan, Frank, Herbert, Hebert, and Pickett. Brooke Kuhn will attend HBCC in the fall for radiology and plans to continue her career. I had told you earlier about the tiny home that the residential structures class spent a long winter building inside Mr. Gregoire's classroom. You may recall that I forced you to look at my AI renderings of that because I did not have pictures at that time. Here are the actual pictures. The 16x12 structure was disassembled and moved outside. They reassembled it into this building just outside his classroom. It was, as promised, pretty quick, as the walls and floor were complete and the roof and structure trusses had already been built. And then there are also pictures of the principles of engineering course that had designed and built power generation units. I believe those are probably the water turbines. And possibly those? No, those look like water turbines. They were built on 3D printers in the classroom. And then in the bottom left corner, those are the students in the Intro to Engineering Design class designing vehicles to go not only the furthest distance, but also to accelerate as quickly as possible using a mousetrap as a form of propulsion. They prototyped and built their most promising design using recycled and repurposed materials for their builds, ensuring their designed component parts fit together based on their unique designs. And that's the last pictures I have for you. But every month I ask the teachers and TAs to share things with me that I can share with you. And I get a lot of the same kinds of things. And this month I got something a little bit different. I ask the same questions that I always do. And I always tell them, people never think what they're doing is really, really cool. It doesn't have to be really cool. Just tell me what you're doing. You know what you're doing. But I got some neat wrap-up messages from people this year that I hadn't gotten. And I wanted to share a little bit of that with you. Because they both came from people who are in their first year with us, and I think they speak to the kind of place that Stillwater is to work and be. So here's the first one. I really had a blast in my classroom and with our students this year. In my first year as a TA, I felt that I really connected with my students, along with our other TA in the classroom. When the kids had a writing piece, she and I also participated and had presentations to have some fun with our kids. We did a how-to writing and made the whole class milkshakes. We also did an opinion writing where we sampled gummy candy versus crunchy chocolate. Surprisingly, it was a tie. We also did an unusual animal research and presented the pink fairy armadillo. Being able to connect and have fun and hopefully make memories that last with them has been so much fun. I also helped our 5th graders with their wax museum projects. We learned together on that one. I had a great year in that classroom. I'm going to miss them all so much. She's switching buildings, but staying with us is still. And another from a counselor who was here for a 1-year grant position, but you just appointed her to a 10-year track position at the last meeting, so she's sticking around too. A positive and rewarding highlight from my first year as a student assistant counselor was building strong relationships and seeing students make meaningful progress towards their personal and academic goals. Through consistent support and collaboration with families, administration, and teachers, I helped students develop coping skills, improve attendance, reduce discipline issues, and increase positive engagement. I am so excited to officially join the Stillwater community and continue supporting students. So I've worked here for a long time, almost but not quite historical fiction territory, and I knew it, but even those who have just joined us have picked up really quickly that this is a wonderful place to be, and we stay here for a reason. Thanks again for your time and for allowing us to update you on all the fantastic things STA is doing in Stillwater. We look forward to sharing more with you next year.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate you coming and giving your updates this year. They've been really exciting and wonderful to listen to, and we look forward to September.
I did tell you it wasn't going to be any of this month, but then I got started.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take my books back if you don't. I have to give them back to Angie, I promise.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, next is the public input on agenda items. I don't really see anybody here tonight, so I'm not going to read this whole paragraph. Does anybody have any public comments on agenda items? Nothing? Okay. Moving on. Consent agenda items. I need a motion to approve the consent agenda items inclusive of board minutes of the 6/10/26 Board of Education meetings and CSEA recommendations.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, next on the agenda is the superintendent section.
Thank you. Just some quick updates. It's been a real busy time last couple of weeks. I updated you guys with a lot of things in the Friday update, but just to review, I guess, quickly. So Rebecca made a great choice a couple of Fridays ago to move our elementary school mission day to Monday, which we had a beautiful day. A lot of energy. I wanted to shout out the PTA for organizing it and all the volunteer parents that showed up. Every station that you would walk to, there was plenty of parents with plenty of direction looking out for the little ones, which was great. As well as all of our faculty and staff that also were out there. At the end of that, they had the inflatable race with faculty and staff, where they dressed up in inflatable costumes. And probably off the record, I did hit the exacta. The flamingo and what was?
There's Emily.
Yeah, flamingo and.
Giraffe, I thought you said.
Yeah, I think we might have been a giraffe, yes. So it was easy pickings. I still haven't been paid though. So that was a great day. Leading into this week, actually last week on Thursday, the Universe Pre-K had 2 graduations. Each classroom had a graduation. That's always, pretty adorable thing to see our future here actually. So they were great events. This Tuesday, we had the 5th grade moving up ceremony in here. That was also a great event. Our principals did great jobs of organizing and choreographing those things. On the same day was a middle school field day, so it was a pretty busy campus as well as Regents exams going on. And then today was the 8th grade moving up ceremony, which was also a great event. Just a quick update on Regents exams, something that I got some early data, and I won't ruin it for Jim or Tim when we get the stuff for their presentations next fall. But so far, all seems pretty good. We weren't waiting on any seniors to pass Regents exams to actually graduate. There were a couple that still, I think we're in even today, making up work, working until the last minute, we're in the 11th hour. But some early ones, if you remember last year, we struggled. Mr. Hulan gave his presentation about the 8th grade, which are a couple sections of our most gifted academic students. And I think last year there was an 83% pass rate, but only 13% mastery rate of Algebra 1 from the 8th graders. We had to fix that. So we did a couple things to rectify that. And this year, 100% passing rate and 83% mastery. So that was huge. Yeah. And living environment with the changing exams, changes in next gen standards. Last year was the first time we saw that exam. This year was the earth science. But passing rate of last year was 96%. We passed 100%, which is expected from 8th graders, right? I mean, it's your most gifted students. Passing shouldn't be the question. It should be, how many will score at mastery. So we got all 100% across. And last year there was 40% mastery, and this year that number went up to 63% mastery. So, we saw some problems, made some adjustments, and it seems like we're on the right path. I think that's it. Friday, a couple things. Friday, obviously, the big day. That's a celebration for the whole organization. From the board to custodial kitchen staff, like that. There are kids, and that's the biggest celebration. And everybody's had a little piece of that. There's no doubt about that. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say goodbye to Miss Pullman. You'll see later on the agenda that she's moving on. One thing, being a new superintendent, being here only for a little over a couple of years, my weakness was elementary school. I've never spent any of my career in an elementary school. And anytime I had questions, Rebecca was quick to meet with me or answer my questions, email me back. I learned a lot about what we do as an elementary school and the direction we're heading. So I want to thank her for, supporting me in my new endeavor. and we wish you the best in the future. You got to promise you're not going to change your phone number though, just in case there's any more questions.
She doesn't live far.
Yes, that's right. But thank you.
I had heard and read a story about the Regents. I don't know what exam it was. One of the Regents exams were not what we were supposedly teaching this year.
Well,
And they said to hold on to your results or,
there's a big thing going on with the earth science.
Earth science,
Superintendent's going crazy today. I checked with Jim. Jim gave me a quick look. We went down a little, but not nearly as bad as some of the districts reported. So I'm not sure, and I'm not going to speak on behalf of them, but there was a concern there. I think the assessment didn't align with the standards that they were saying
Yeah.
they were going to test on. So
Right.
we'll see what they do with that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Joe.
Yes.
Next is the business administrator. Michael?
Thank you. The first thing I'd like to just bring up is that the field work in the back has started. So the baseball field work has begun this week. There's a lot of equipment and different electrical work and some of the preliminary work going on back there. This is very exciting to bring baseball back to the Stillwater campus, but please remember it is an active construction site. There is equipment, there are tools, there are different things laying around. So as intriguing as it might be to wander back there and check it out, just please be mindful that it is a construction site and there are pieces of equipment and tools and stuff like that. The other thing I'd like to acknowledge, like the superintendent, is Rebecca leaving. Rebecca's made my job easier with her vast knowledge and skill set at the elementary level, from UPK grants to stuff with maintenance and transportation. And it's certainly a sad thing to see her leave. And we know New York State Ed will be in great hands with her work. Thank you.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Michael. Okay, moving on. Our student board member is not here tonight, but I would like to thank Rhodey and Adrian for their time this year. I'm assuming that we will be moving on with somebody new next year. And there's been some discussion as to how we're going to do that.
The recommendation of the board, Jim is in the process of, he's got a few names, he'll be meeting with them over the summer. And so they're going to write an essay as to why they want to be the ex officio member. And so a rising junior and a rising senior.
Okay.
So we can pass the baton.
Great. Great, thank you. Again, thank those two for putting the time and commitment in to come and listen to us. Okay, moving on to personnel. I need a motion to accept the resignation of Nicole Katz as the attendance clerk effective June 30th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to accept the resignation of Shelby Nair as teacher assistant effective June 30th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to accept the resignation of Emily Fuller as school aide effective June 30th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to accept the resignation of Rebecca Tolman as elementary principal effective July 30th, 2026. Ms. Tolman has been part of the district for 25 years, and she will be greatly missed.
So if we don't accept it, it means she can't go.
Good idea, Liz.
Right? Sorry, Rebecca, you're sorry.
Can we get her back for one day, state ed for the veterans thing? That's such a wonderful job. The veterans thing, it's like the best day of the school of the year, in my opinion. We could steal you for one day and try to run that circus in there. I'd appreciate it. I always love going to that. It's an amazing thing that you do with our veterans. Thank you so much for your service, and thanks for letting me come and bother you in your office. Hopefully walking through the school with Scott and whatever. I'm truly going to miss you, and I wish you the best. I know you'll be probably making more money and say that, just like you know. Very well. So, good luck.
Yes, Rebecca, we will all miss you very much. You've been really the heartbeat of the school district for a long time. And somebody's got big shoes to fill. Big shoes.
It'll be different. Storter's been my life, my whole life, from student to teacher and admin. And so it'll feel very strange not being here and certainly not seeing the kids. So, but text away if you need anything.
Shouldn't say that. Yeah, be careful.
She's saying that because she probably changed her number.
Anyway. So anyway, I need a motion.
So moved.
Questions, comments?
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that being a leader is difficult, and you know what better than anybody, being from here, having to deal with the ins and outs and the good and the ugly, the really ugly stuff. But been a great stewardship of this school, the district, community. You know, just a remarkable career at Stillwater. And I wouldn't give Joe your number. I'd block him. He's probably going to text you some issues, but I just wanted to thank you from the community, and being a Stillwater lifer as well. So remarkable, awesome. Thank you so much.
I don't have anything to add. I just want to say thank you.
I have to say, a little, even on in the audience,
You have to wait for
I don't
on the clock.
I don't get too many thank yous, but Rebecca, I've never received such nice, kind notes, and I don't think anyone can know how much you impact. Greatly.
Anybody else?
Just say thank you like everyone.
Okay, did I get a second?
Yes.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, and next we have a motion to appoint tenure in the area of school district leader. You skipped. Oh. Okay, all right, yeah. Motion to approve the retirement of Michael Kinney as athletic director, dean of students, effective July 31st, 2026. Mr. Kinney has dedicated 32 years to the Stillwater Central School, and he will also be greatly missed.
So moved.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Now we need a motion to appoint tenure in the area of school district leader as pupil personnel services director to Michael Benamati, effective June 28th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments?
Good luck.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Michael.
You guys stay for the next hour.
Okay, I need a motion to appoint tenure in the area of building principal to Jim Wager, effective July 24th, 2026.
So moved.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Jim.
You want to come up and I'll take your picture now, or you want to?
No, let's see.
You want to do it after? Okay. Whatever you like. Congratulations.
Okay, moving on, we need a motion to appoint Jacqueline Collette as a substitute bus monitor, effective as needed after June 24th, 2026, or thereafter, at a substitute rate of $16 an hour.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to appoint Marianne Curve, a substitute lunch recess monitor at the substitute rate of $16 an hour, effective on a as-needed basis on June 25th, 2026, or thereafter. Marianne has full fingerprint clearance.
So moved.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to approve the term agreement for Michael Kavanaugh, Business Administrator, in accordance with the terms and conditions of employment contained within the attached agreement.
So moved.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Michael. You get to stay here.
Thank you. No flowers.
We'll take a picture.
Okay.
Twitter, next.
I need a motion to appoint McKenna Law as the modified A and modified B volleyball coach for the 2026 fall season at a level 3 of $2,627 for each team. McKinney has all required coaching requirements.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to appoint the following as shown on the attachments as instructional leaders for the 26-27 school year. All instructional leaders receive an annual stipend of $2,000 each. The high school would be ELA Lisa Luskin, Math Kim Cook, Science Angie Robinson, Social Studies Dave Cook, the Arts Pat Foxton, World Languages Victoria Heplin, Special Education Middle School Hillary Taylor, and Special Education High School Ian Lewis. And the elementary recommendations are Jody Powers for kindergarten, Nicole Scott first grade, Kitty Dawes second grade, Laura Brinsko third grade, Vicky Schutte fourth grade, Kelly Talbot fifth grade, AIS Nicole Weber, Special Area Sue O'Malley, and Special Education Jim Bazan.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, I need a motion, let's see. Need a motion to appoint Eva Russo as a school aide for the extended school year program, effective July 6th through August 14th. Eva has full fingerprint clearance.
So moved.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to authorize Kathy Ryan to work per diem for up to 100 hours at her current hourly rate after June 30th, 2026, which is her retirement date.
So moved.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to appoint Caitlin Mandu as the senior secretary for the middle school, high school at the salary of $44,000 and $44,099 effective July 1st, 2026.
So moved.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, I need a motion to modify the 10-month administrative aid position to an 11-month administrative aid position effective July 1st, 2026.
So moved.
Questions?
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to appoint Vicki Stewart to the newly created 11-month administrative aid position effective July 1st, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, I need a motion to modify the 10-month special education secretary position to an 11-month special education secretary. This modification will be effective on July 1st, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to appoint Tyann Sheehan to the newly created 11-month special education secretary position effective July 1st, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to accept the resignation of Karina Ramirez as language teacher 7 through 12 and authorize the agreement by and between the Stillwater Teachers Association and Karina Ramirez and the Stillwater Central School District effective June 30th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, we have, moving on to action items. I need a motion to approve the agreement by and between Stillwater Central School District and Parsons Child and Family Center, an affiliate of Northern Rivers Family Services. effective for the 26-27 school year per the terms set forth in the attached agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, we have no committee report outs. On to board items of interest. Anyone have anything?
Glad to see the weather forecast is changing favorably for us for Friday.
Keep our fingers crossed.
Yep.
Okay, I just want to, Josh is not here tonight, but I just want to take a moment to thank Josh for his service on the board for the last 3 years. And, you know, we will miss him being here and being a part of this group. So thank you, Josh. And I always say thank you to the board members and the student board members, and I think that was all I have. Anything else? Okay.
Thank you, Rebecca. Looking us.
Yes. We can't say that enough. Okay, the next item on the agenda, public input on non-agenda items. Anyone have anything?
I don't know if this is a non-agenda item or not because it's on the agenda, but we paid substitute bus drivers $16 an hour.
No.
Monitor.
Oh, it's a monitor. Okay, thank you. I was gonna say that. We need to look into that.
Yeah.
Want a job?
No. No, a bus driver should make more than that.
They do.
They do.
They do. Okay. So there's nothing else? All right, I need a motion to adjourn into executive session. We have STA, CSA contract discussions. We have Joe's evaluation and personnel. Second. All those in favor?
All right.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.